Everybody here knows what CRM does for the most part. It helps you manage your customer information. You'd think every business in the world should be using customer relationship management software today because every company has customers. But it's interesting to note that after 20 years in this industry, there are only 18 million users of packaged CRM applications today. Even though very large companies like Siebel Systems, Microsoft, Oracle, Salesforce.com, many others have been in this space for well over a decade. And as an entrepreneur, as a founder of a CRM company, I took a step back and I looked at that and I thought to myself, that seems like a very small number. Certainly when compared to the likes of LinkedIn with over 200 million users of its professional relationship management application. Facebook with over 1 billion users of its personal relationship management application. Why is it across the entire industry there are only 18 million users of CRM software? In fact, how many users could there be? Well, if you look at the usage of email, what I consider probably the most commonly used customer relationship management application out there today, your email client. You look around the world and there's over 918 million people using email in the corporate environment on a day-to-day basis. Half of them being customer facing, so 450 million employees around the world using email to collaborate with their customers, yet only 18 to 20 million people using packaged CRM applications. That caused me to pause and think many years ago as we set off on this journey that we call SugarCRM as a company here. And I think it should make you pause and think as well. Interesting to note that only 1 in 25 people are using a CRM packaged application. Again, the question comes back to why? Well, if you think about the history of customer relationship management applications, who have they been actually designed for? Who uses them the most? Who gets the most value out of them? Who in this room is a salesperson, or a marketing professional, or a customer support rep? Who works with customers? Raise your hands. How many of you have ever gone to your boss? Keep them up. Keep them up. How many of you have ever gone to your boss and said, I have to have a CRM application to get my job done? Okay, keep them up if you've actually ever said that. Okay, now how many of you are actually sales managers instead of salespeople? Probably most of you out there. What I've found in my career is that most people who go to their boss and demand a CRM application because they can't get their job done without it are managers. Because in the history of the customer relationship management industry, CRM applications have been designed for the manager first. They have not been designed for the people who actually work with customers. I find it a bit of a misnomer there. Why is it called customer relationship management and not called sales performance management or customer support management? So take a step back and think about that for a minute. Who here has a smartphone in their pocket? Everybody, right? Pretty amazing what's happened in just the last 2 to 3 years, how our entire lives have changed, how we're connected anywhere, everywhere. Our customers can get a hold of us 24/7. In fact, our customers are demanding change. It's a pretty significant point, and frankly, the history of the society as a whole, how interconnected we are and how demanding your customers can be 24/7. If you're not responsive to them, what do? They go to Twitter and voice their complaint, right? Customers don't care about channels, departments, rigid role definitions. They don't care who's in sales, who's in support. They just want to get a hold of somebody with an answer, and they can get a hold of somebody with an answer. Technology is changing the way customers expect you to work with them, and your employees are expecting the same as well. So the challenge that we see in front of us, the focus that SugarCRM has as a company, is how to put the right tools in the hands of your employees so that they can build a relationship with their customer. Because frankly, isn't that what business is all about? You have a person with a problem, a customer. You have a person with a solution, your employee. How do we get them connect together as quickly as possible? That's the point of business, right? That's why we do what we do. Help our customers solve problems. How do you get your employees connected to your customer quickly? That's what we're here to help you with. And the way we go about designing those solutions, the way we work with our engineering team that builds the software that you're either using today or that we're hoping that you use tomorrow, the way we actually work with our customers and our partners around the world as well, is focusing on these three fundamental questions. How do we understand that individual? Not a marketing segment, but the individual customer. How do we understand the needs of that specific person and answer their specific questions? To do that, you have to empower your employees with the right tools at the right time. And from a management perspective, how do you become consistent across every single step? Whether it's your marketing department interacting with your customer, your prospect, your sales department, your customer support department, the receptionist at the front desk, your executive, how do you connect all those people together in one consistent experience with your customers every time? Every customer, every user, every time. It's that simple. So let's dig into that a little bit. Let's think about how we're focusing on solving those problems for you. If you think about your customer, as we hope you do every day, I already talked earlier about treating your customer as an individual, making sure that customer's information is available in front of your fingertips at any point in time, and having it at your fingertips when it matters, when the customer calls, when the customer emails. So, SugarCRM focuses on delivering an application across any device, your laptop, your tablet, your smartphone, that pulls your customer information together in a unique and useful way. The business card information in the upper part of the screen there tells you the details about your customers. You can track any field, any piece of information about your customer that you need to. On the right-hand side, you have the intelligence panel, which pulls together that information in a useful way that tells you what next steps you need to take with your customer. It's all well and good that you can track a lot of information, but what's the most useful and important information? That's the intelligence panel on the right-hand side. And then collaborating with your colleagues and your customers in the activity stream. Pulling that information together at a useful point in time, and then collaborating around, because it's the point of interaction. It's that collaboration point where you build a relationship with your customer. Going a little bit further into the intelligence panel, which is a significant new component of the latest release of Sugar. Sugar version 7. You'll hear us talk about Sugar7 now and then throughout the course of the day. That's the newest update to Sugar that just became available a few weeks ago. One of the reasons why we're on this world tour here, coming out and meeting you and telling you about the latest product update. The intelligence panel brings together not only information about your customer that's stored within your system, but also the information that's stored out on the internet. Pulling together that social dashboard of your customer with that internal information together so that you can turn it into actionable data. As I said earlier, what's the right next step to take with my customer? What do I need to be doing next to build a relationship with my customer? As we take this step a little bit further and think about enabling your employees with the right information at the right time, another unique way that Sugar brings its design of software to you is focusing on making this system affordable and available for all of your customer-facing professionals. It's our strong belief that you only truly get the value of customer relationship management when every employee who ever touches a customer has the system in front of their hands. And treat it as an application that helps them get their job done. And that gathering of data for management that I talked about earlier, that legacy CRM applications are so focused on, make that a side effect of your employees getting their job done. I want to point out one of the updates that we made to our recent version of Sugar here in the forecasting management application area. We took a completely different view on how to help your sales reps manage their forecast. Traditionally, forecasts are specifically for management, right? Why do sales reps commit to a forecast? To help managers drive their pipeline and give visibility for management into that pipeline. Well, let's flip it around. Let's look at it a completely different way. How do we help your sales rep get to their quota? Right? Within the sales department, what motivates your salespeople? Well, it's hitting quota. It's making money. It's understanding which customer to focus on next. So again, that's what we did here in this recent update to the pipeline management application is we focused on helping sales reps track their path to quota, understanding all